Hey, hey, let's go ahead and get started with a love reading for you. This is going to be for all signs, and we are in Mercury. We're going into Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde. So do be mindful of third-party relationships because they are going in. Some of you guys are going to find out somebody's been cheating on you. For others of you, yeah, exes can come back during this time, but we'll see. Let's see what the cards have to say. Spirit, please show me. What do we have for the collective? What is the most important? Wow. Okay, yeah. Fear, afraid, uneasy, suspicion, and scared. We have crossing you is the addiction. Okay. Are you addicted to somebody, or is the person that you're with have an addiction, or a person that you're pining after? We've got roll the dice. Do I stay with this person in hopes that they'll overcome whatever addictions that they have? Do I take this chance? Is it too risky for me? Or do I take a leap of faith? Do I take a leap of faith? Yeah, third party. There it is. You guys just watched it jump right out of the deck. So for some of you, somebody here could be addicted to sex. They're addicted to, they allow other people to get in. For some of you, you've been cheated on in the past. And are you even willing to open yourself up to another relationship? Are you finding out your partner's cheating on you? What's on your mind is a breakup. What's on your mind is the breakup. You're afraid of breaking up. Yes, we're afraid because we can become addicted to a certain individual. But it's like, you're going to have to roll the dice, baby. You're going to have to roll that dice. Listen, any Venus retrograde that we have, this is going to show you where your relationship isn't working out. This is going to show you where there's an imbalance and where, maybe this is not something that is good for you. And third parties doesn't mean that they've been cheating. It could be just family getting in the way, It could be family, it could be friends, it could be work getting in the way, and they're addicted to their work. And so you're like, but you're afraid. You're fearful of walking away from a relationship. You're fearful of this. Spirit says surrender. Surrender. We got you, love. You're going to be okay. If you're going through a breakup right now because of addictions, because of, cheating, because of lying, because of whatever, because I do definitely see somebody here actually thinking about walking away. Or somebody has already walked away. And during a Mercury-Venus retrograde, this could put you in a state of oh my God, did I make the right decision? And Spirit says, surrender. We got you. Anything that is meant for you will never pass you by. What else do we have in the position of you? Healing. You can't even make this up. This is the progression of all the things that you've been through. For some of you, you're going through it right now. For others of you, you've already been through this. And you have healed and overcome whatever this was for you. There was a lot of wounding. But I feel like there's a lot of progress that can be made too. For those of you who are just starting this situation out, you got some healing to do. For others of you, yep. So that it can put you in the right relationship, in the environment. So it can give you the right partner. Somebody who's willing to commit. Somebody who actually wants to be in a relationship with you. Listen, you wouldn't be thinking about breaking up if things were good. Okay? What else do we have? What else do we have? Hook up in the hopes and fears. Be mindful of, like I said, be mindful of Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, of getting back together and hooking up. Maybe that's seriously all this person wants. If somebody comes back from the past, they don't want a relationship. They just want to hook up. What is the outcome of this? Ooh, that one flew out. Soulmate, yeah. I think for some of you, because of what you've been in a past relationship, when someone new comes in, you're going to fear that all they want is just a hookup. But Spirit is saying, no, this is another new soul contract. This is definitely something that you need to experience. Okay? For others of you, you need to dissolve whatever legal matters, whatever legal contracts you have with this individual. We see the gavel there. It says legal matters, justice, divorce, balance, and judgment. You've already been in a relationship. For some of you, you're still married to this person or still in a commitment with this or you're not. I don't even see it as being committed, because somebody doesn't cheat on you or take chances of losing you if they were genuinely committed to you. At this point, you got to see it for what it is. They're not even committed to themselves. You need to commit to your healing. And if somebody from the past is just trying to come back, you know what it is. It's just a booty call. So you're going to have to cut that karmic contract so that this new one that's trying to formulate over here based off of the healing that you've done or that you're doing based off of what you went through over here and finally saying, you know what? We're going to go ahead. We're going to go our separate ways. I surrender. I surrender. And now I'm going to heal. I'm going to roll the dice. And I don't know what's waiting for me on the other side, but gosh darn it, I'm going to roll the dice. So for some of you, it's like you need to allow this breakup to happen. Oh my God, look at what's underneath the... Oh, look at this, you guys. Look at this. The snake. Okay? The snake. Deception, shady, temptation, enemy. Who is this that is tempting you? And maybe they're even using, well, you know, if we get back together, you know, don't forget, like, you know, the sex was good, you know, and remember when I la, la, la. That's what happens with Venus. And I'm not just saying it's the feminine energy that's doing it, but for some of you, yes. And for others of you, no. Like, there is a player. There is a player here. Somebody is playing somebody. Somebody here is a snake. You can't even make this up. And the reason why is because there is a divine intervention. So for some of you, you've already gone through this experience. It's like the house is burned down. Maybe not technically for some of you, but maybe for some of you, you lost your home. You had to move. Okay? Divine intervention. Spirit's like, you know what? This is karma. This is karma. Why? Because somebody was wearing a false self mask. Somebody was not being honest. Somebody was not being honest in the past. They didn't tell you who they were. They were wearing a mask. They deceived you. Maybe even for some of you, tricked you into marrying them. Told you, oh, we'll have a relationship. But you know what? I don't like the fact that these came out together. So if this is saying past tense, like this already happened. You already know this situation, okay? This is not news to you. Whoever I'm dealing with, whoever I'm talking to, this is not news to you. So the only thing that's holding you together, if for some of you, you're still got legal ties to this individual, maybe it's just a piece of paper, because that's all it is. This person has shown you that they're not capable. They're not capable of being in a relationship. Their parents are in the way. For some of you, this person really did cheat on you. They left you with some type of legal mess that you had to clean up. That was the divine intervention, by the way. That was like the universe's way of saying, okay, it's time for you guys to get the fuck away from this person. What do we got to do? Burn the fucking house down? Because we're going to take you down with it. And for some of you, like I said, you got some court shit. This person is a drug addict. They're, they could be a liar, a cheater, a thief. It says toxic attachments. For some of you, this is a toxic attachment. You need to see it for what it is. Drugs, alcohol, and for others of you, it's obsession. Either you're obsessed with them, they're obsessed with you. There's this obsession with one another, but it's a toxic obsession. And someone here is feeling very uneasy about this breakup. Like, I don't know, did I make the right decision? But listen, you can roll the dice and go right back in, but you need to remember how they walked away from you in the first place, and when you have legal matters as the overall energy with the snake right underneath that, and the player right underneath that, and the divine intervention right underneath that, and the mask right underneath that. You know the truth of the situation. You know it. For some of you, you just don't want to face it. Because you are afraid of rolling the dice, thinking that, well, what if I don't get, somebody else? What if there is nobody else? There's somebody for everybody. Come on, man. How do you think you got in this fucked up situation? So heal, because the universe wants to send in that relationship. They want to send in that soulmate. Not just somebody that you can hook up with. That's all lower vibrational frequency energy. You know, we have what's called the divine masculine, divine feminine, distorted masculine, distorted feminine. Let me explain the distorted masculine and feminine. Distorted masculine and feminine are only together for the sex. They love fighting with each other, beating each other down mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically even. Okay? They won't leave because they don't believe that they deserve better. So there's this obsessive, like, I'm not, if I can't have you, no one can. There's this wanting to ruin another person's life. Like, you would rather stay together and make each other fucking miserable than heal into the divine masculine, divine feminine, which we'll get into that in a minute, and have that higher level of commitment and a higher level, an evolved level of love. But it's your self-worth, not believing that you deserve it. Now, the divine masculine and feminine are the people who used to be in their distorted, and they realize, like, you know what? This doesn't work for me. Like, there's got to be more to this love thing that I'm giving it credit for, and I need to heal. I need to make sure that I am the best version of myself that I can be, so that when I come into a new union, I'm not coming in with all my old baggage. Because the reason why you manifested this relationship is because that's what you think love is, or that's what you thought love was. Love is not pain. Love is not abuse. Love is not putting your fucking hands on one another or breaking things around the house. That's not being passionate. That's being an asshole. That's one step closer. When they're breaking the shit around you, that's one step closer to them breaking you. And with the obsession that I see here, it's toxic. This is toxic. And for some of you, this individual has done it many times over. Many times over. What made you think you were anything different? So my suggestion is when you're ready to get out of this and you're willing to let go of that karmic contract that you have with them, whether that's a legal contract, maybe for some of you, you do need to file for divorce. It actually says that on the card, divorce. Making that final judgment. I deserve better. I want better. And for those of you who are saying, well, I just stay because of the kids. Really? Is that what you want to teach your children? Is that this is the way mommies and daddies love one another? We abuse one another. We make each other miserable. What would you tell your kids if they were in that situation? Or how would your kids feel if they knew that you stayed in that toxic shit and you were being passive aggressive, or maybe for some of you under the influence because you're too fucking drunk to make a sound just decision on your behalf? You'd rather escape with drugs or alcohol or porn or video games or go to work every day, long hours, so you don't have to come home? How would your kids like to know that you used them as an excuse as to why you couldn't be happy? Why you felt that you didn't deserve a relationship that was more healing to you, that allowed you your sense of freedom and understanding. Somebody who wants to help raise your vibration. Somebody who wants to lift you up and motivate you. Do you really despise yourself that much to want to stay in a relationship? For some of you, I just heard that you found them cheating on you online. Maybe they didn't meet the person yet, but you know what? When they're liking somebody else's photos and they are messaging back and forth, that's not Facebook, it's fuckbook. And for some of you, you met this person online. For others of you, you caught them cheating online. You got a snake in your midst, and we are in Year of the Snake. This is about shedding old skin, shedding old layers. Snakes can be healing too, but snakes can be people too. So it's really up to you how you want to use this year of the snake. Do you want to shed old skin? Do you want to release old patterns? We're in a 9-year. We're wrapping up cycles of the last 8 years, 9 years now. So that next year, 2026, we go into a 1 year. 2 plus 2 plus 6 is a 1. It's 10. 10 plus, or 1 plus 0 is 1. It starts a whole new cycle for the collective. So whatever it is, if that means that you need to cut karmic contracts with certain people, certain places, certain things, then it's time for you to let that shit go. If somebody is treating you as if they could give 2 fucks of whether or not you're there or not, let that shit go. If they've already had the opportunity to hurt you, cheat on you, beat you, lie to you, break your shit, cost you, because they're costing you more than just money. For some of you, they've cost you your home. For some of you, they left you, like I said, with legal issues. They lied. Hidden motives, concealed, disguise, lying. Well, at the end of the day, you know the truth. And for some of you, you turned a blind eye to the truth. You turned a blind eye to everything everybody tried to tell you about this person. You ignored all the signs. So let's focus on the future. The future brings in a new relationship, one where there can be healing. You're not going back to an old relationship where the only thing that was keeping you together was the intimacy, because at the end of the day, that is short-lived. It doesn't erase whatever this person has done to you. It doesn't erase that. That's where we get clouded. That's where we get clouded. And that's where people use the fruit of their loins to get what they want. That's the snake. That's the hidden motive in all of this. But they're just going to do it again. And when a snake bites, it's poison. So the universe is saying, like, let go. Let go. You got to end this contract. You got to file for that divorce, because there is a soulmate waiting for you. The one that you're going to know why you had to go through all of this to get here, to get to this relationship that is going to be healing. And then you're going to know why you had to go through all of this to get to this. Because if you got to this, you wouldn't have respected it. You wouldn't have known what to do with it. You have to experience what you don't want in order to experience what you want. And not a lot of us have that opportunity to get married to the love of their life and stay together from the time you graduate high school, you know, and it's very few and far between. Sometimes we have to go through 1, 2, 3, some people 4 and 5 divorces before they finally find the person or how they want to be loved. But don't settle. Don't ever settle, because while you're over here playing in this, you're making yourself late for this. For somebody you're going to laugh with, somebody you're going to feel like there's just sparks between the two of you. You're going to feel like this emanation of beauty coming off of one another. The attraction, oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. My arm hairs are standing straight up. The attraction between the two of you is going to be so magnetic, and it's like the two of you guys will be a force to be reckoned with. Other people, you will trigger other people to want to have a relationship like this. You're going to trigger them to want to, like, what the hell am I doing in all of this when I could have this? Really? And they're not going to just believe that, oh, only the lucky ones get it, because they're going to see how you went through so much turmoil and so much shit. But they're going to see that you've healed, and you're going to, like attracts like. So right now, if you're attracting shitty partners, cheating, lying, addiction, drugs, sex, alcohol, codependent relationships, codependent on somebody financially, the universe, Venus, love and money, baby. You're in the wrong relationship. It's going to drain your bank account. It's going to cost you. And it's not just going to cost you financially, it's going to cost you spiritually, it's going to cost you emotionally, it's going to cost you mentally, and it's going to cost you physically. Because your body, it's going to show up on your body. So, however that resonates. So prepare yourself for this. Don't go back to this, because this is going to be short-lived. You want a lifetime. That's what you're being prepared for. You just have to believe that you're worthy. I'm going to leave that there, you guys. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel grow. I love you guys all so much. And check out your sun, moon, and rising, Mars, Venus, and Jupiter. I am doing weekly readings, but they are timeless, okay? So I'm doing sun sign. Mondays is Aries through Gemini, and Tuesdays is Cancer through Virgo, and so on and so forth. So Fridays being messages from your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, and your love reading. Love you guys all so much. Chat again soon. Take care.